In this session, we shall throw some light on the tools we can use to plan our lessons effectively. There are various tools we can use to plan our lessons. Taxonomy is one such tool that keeps us organized and helps systematize our lessons. Taxonomies provide us with a framework that aids critical thinking by effectively planning and bringing a simple alteration in the verbiage. But we must remember that these taxonomies are but a tool, a means to an end, but not the end in themselves. Merely sticking a poster with learning verbs on the wall does not serve the purpose. Taxonomies must be used effectively in the class and must provide a solid structure to learners for a great learning experience. The intent of any lesson is more important than the lesson itself. To use these powerful tools like Bloom's, that is the most used taxonomy by the way, and Solo, you must shift your paradigm. Use taxonomy as a reference for designing a lesson rather than merely using verbs from it in our lesson plans. So instead of giving our students the textbook and asking them to learn a concept from there, can we show them how to do it? Or better still, make them do it themselves? I know that many of you are already doing it, but are you telling me that there's no scope of any improvement? There is, right? Let's move forward. So my children love ice cream, and thankfully they inherit their love for cooking from me. So they decide to make ice cream at home. Now they were also learning about the states of matter in school, a perfect opportunity for me to teach them the concept. So we had fun with science and created gallons of ice cream. We also understood how liquids become solid when their molecules stick together. We also learned that we must add salt to the ice cream for it to freeze and the science behind it. Now, we used remembering and analyzing to make something. There, we used Bloom's at home. Imagine what we would be able to do with these young minds in our classrooms. Let's see how we can apply taxonomies in the classroom. First of all, it's important to keep in mind the learning process and learner level when designing a plan. Depth in learning can be achieved only when the learners are taught the right things at the right time. If in order to follow taxonomy, we forget the learner capacity, we won't be able to achieve the learning outcome we set out to achieve. Thinking charters such as Solo and Bloom's taxonomy assist teachers in assessing thinking levels of the students in lessons and assessments. So thinking is important and it matters. Both cognition and content must be integrated in the lesson plan to ensure great instruction. Taxonomies also give us a direction on clear instruction and effective assessment. Taxonomies help with doing the right thing and also doing them right. We can use taxonomies to check whether the tasks, the activities and the questions we designed for a lesson are stimulating thought and sharpening critical thinking skills or not. We can prepare a list of questions around the lessons we need to teach and incorporate these questions as activities in our lesson plan. We can create a blueprint of class tests. Questions must progress as the lessons progress, right? And finally, make retelling tasks substantial and interesting. Give them tasks where they must think beyond the textbook. And finally, you know what? We can use taxonomies to create very interesting and effective formative and summative assessments as well.